Hey, everybody. You're supposed to say, tell everybody, hey, everybody.
Well, I didn't have it on yet because Chance had both dogs in the kitchen. It sounded like a train wreck.
You gotta sit up tall. We look like little people. Why do we look like little people?
I don't know. All right, you're going to start messing with it.
Well, we look like little people. Okay. How are y'all?
Let's see. Oh, gosh, there's lots of names.
Lots and lots of haze.
Yeah. So just say, hey, everybody.
I did.
For now.
Hey, everybody, for now. Again. I did.
And that's the end of the live for today.
Yeah, there it is. That's all I had to say.
All right. We're back caught up now. Now if people ask questions and stuff like that, we can get it going.
There's Jones, Christy. Hey, Cass.
Arrived right on time.
That's right.
Hello from Canada.
Brooke and Colton and Cowboy. They're having their first frost in Australia.
That is so weird how everything is exact opposite, and they have cold during our summer, and that throws me off every time, but I think it's cool. Judy said, can I ask a quick question? Shoot, absolutely. I ain't got anything else to talk about. And I'm not being sarcastic, I really don't.
Well, we do have something.
Well, I do a little bit.
She said, veggie harvest and honey looks good.
There's Nana's Little Loves. I have not seen that name in a while.
Veggie harvest and honey are two things that have been successful this week.
Oh, gosh. What does it take for a video to go viral? Do you mean how many views, or are you saying what makes it do it? Or what are you wanting to know, Judy? I'm not going to pretend to have all the answers, but I'll tell you the best I can.
Well, if you knew, then we would go viral every day.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you do to the video to make it do it.
Right.
I'm just saying that some of them get pushed in the algorithm and people start commenting on it. And the more they do, the more it pushes it. And it just keeps going. It's kind of like the one with the views. Okay. I heard Brandon say that.
She said views.
I heard Brandon say on the views that I think he said it was 8 million that was kind of qualified as viral. I don't know if that's a threshold or not. I just think that's what he said. I considered Rhett's kind of viral. He got 6.3.
So I think considered viral would, in my opinion, is it's a video that takes off and the views just stack.
Well, I understand that he was given kind of a number. I think somebody asked him the same question. And I want to say that was the answer he gave, but I don't remember. But like Rhett's reel about him backing the truck up,
it took a month.
It's still going, but that video had been posted for a month before it caught.
Hey, Lori.
It had like 3,000 or 4,000 views. And then a month later, I don't know, it just got pushed by the algorithm. And the more people that commented and watched it, the harder it pushed it. So It was there for a while. It was getting like 500-600 views a minute.
Yeah.
And
it would get 100,000 views.
It's not going. What, buddy? I don't know what you're saying. Yes. But it just, I don't know what made it happen. If I did, I would do it all the time. But just something caught somebody's eye. The algorithm pushed it. And then once people start commenting on it, you comment back. It keeps the engagement going and it keeps pushing it.
Kate. Baby.
No, Kate.
Kate. Come on, girl.
This can't happen. She'll turn it over because Kate's wild.
Yeah. Good girl. She's excited. We just came in the door.
Oh, 3B said I need your live schedule so we don't miss anymore.
I don't think she was talking to us.
Who is she talking to?
I don't know. I wasn't paying a whole lot.
Well, I thought 3B is always on here.
Yeah. church is shut down this week. Camp meeting is going on. It's outdoors and too hot.
Gotcha.
I understand.
Let me scroll
I
back
did see
and
where Londa
see.
said Tom said hello to tell us hello.
Somebody else must have been talking about doing a live.
Well, we have
I don't know.
plenty of. I saw. I'm sorry. Where Christy Jones said that she liked some zucchini, and I was thinking, did you check the garden today? I did not, and I did not yesterday. So I'm pretty certain we have some ready to go.
Probably, but I didn't get by there either.
Meg, how? Oh, I see. She's answering. How is? I was going to ask her how she had surgery. What, Monday? It was the next day, so it would have been Monday. How are you feeling? I'm sorry.
I saw Lori on here,
Yeah.
and I
Kathy
was.
said Sunday and Wednesdays at 8. She answered for us if that was directed to us.
I
didn't turn off the Wi-Fi.
We'll do it.
It's going to click for a second. We're not going anywhere. If it clicks off, I need to turn off my Wi-Fi. There we go. Okay, now we're back.
Anyway, I jumped on Lori's live. I don't even know where you are. Mackenzie. This can't happen.
Kate, baby, you can't be on the table. Okay. Come on. You can't be on the table. Go in the bedroom.
She will get up on the table
She
while
will.
trying to lay on the laptop.
Okay.
And I was late, and Lori gave me an essay.
Did she?
For being late.
Well, it happens.
Kevin charges a late fee, which I was late last night.
So did she make you write it 10 times?
Well, I haven't yet.
Well, you need to write it 10 times. We did for Sandra. I had to turn our Wi-Fi off. So
yes, she said she'd be gone just for a second. Zarlene said, "Are you sick?"
Well, kind of. I mean, I got the cough, so I was sick yesterday, and I went to the doctor and got a sinus infection. So I'm working through it. I don't want to whine. You'll get tired listening to me. So the answer is yes. But we won't talk about it because Nick don't like listening to me talk about being sick. It probably got more after the news in Oklahoma.
Well, that was
the
just
other
TikTok.
Well, that was the
and that
other
was
backup.
Yeah, it was.
It was the first one.
It was the one where he's backing you up.
Yeah. I got some drink, Reba. I got a drink. I had to make sure I have one. You'll see me drinking on it all evening. Do we have baby yet? No. I keep thinking I'm going to pull in and there's going to be little goatlings everywhere.
No, but we've got a few days before we have any rain. So if we ever get a thunderstorm, we'll have them.
Oh, they're going to drop. They're going to drop like crazy. Christy says she's had this mess since March.
Jackie wants to know what the news in Oklahoma was.
Farmer Rhett was on a news channel in Oklahoma City. They shared different little clips from TikTok or wherever that they find amusing. And so she shared it and shouted out our channel of him backing up. She said it reminded her helping her back her husband up with the boat. And it was cute.
But it was the one
Hey, Catherine.
of him backing Zoe up. Mm-hmm. And the one that went viral for us on YouTube was him, the follow-up to that, him backing up my truck and you saying Daddy cheats.
Yeah. Well,
that's the one that everybody got a hold of.
Yeah.
But the weather lady with Oklahoma City, Channel 9.
Yeah. 9 News or something.
9 News.
But I sent it to Cassie and she said, yeah, she does our news when they need a fill-in.
In Tulsa.
But she loved the part.
I got something on my shirt. Is that from my drink or is it stained? Is it wet?
I can't.
I just saw it in the camera and I'm like, there's a spot on my shirt.
If I missed the garden, did I miss a baby? Oh no. Them babies are louder than anything.
No, there's no missing a baby goat.
Yeah, they're louder than all the other goats bleating. But she loved the part of him getting him signed. She's like, "Yep, that's exactly how."
The face he made.
But he never lost his snacks or anything. Is what she said.
He wasn't setting those Pringles down.
But let's talk about honey.
Okay.
Oh, do you have the text I sent you in a screenshot from Tanya? I wanted to put it out there. Y'all saw we did harvest honey, and if it's anything,
there ain't many people saw it.
Yeah, the views were not great on it.
You never know about those videos.
I sent you a screenshot from Tanya. Maybe I didn't.
Apparently you didn't. It was probably one of these.
That's Catherine.
I don't guess so.
It would have been yesterday. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. There it is.
Oh, I was looking for a picture.
So Tanya sent me all the information you need to know if you're interested in buying some.
Hold on, I'll type it on here, but go ahead and
Well, the only thing you need to type is the plastic ones. Yeah.
I was going to send them that.
The plastic are £1. They're $16.
I'm just typing the contact information. Okay. I'm not doing all that other. You have to give them the prices and sizes.
Yeah. So if anybody's interested, they're $16 for the £1 squeezables, and you can email her at the email that Nick's putting in. Only in the 48 states. She can't do overseas or anything.
There you go.
Yeah. So we will have to go and do another. We're going to do another harvest. Why am I so waxy? We'll do another harvest at the end of July. Isn't that what she was saying?
She didn't say end of July. She just said July.
Okay. Well, you want to do them all before August. Is usually when the last harvest is before August. So we'll do that again because they weren't.
Why is he yelling?
The dog is probably pestering.
Oh.
But she said I would not be able to do that at my house. The ants are so bad. Oh, they're talking about Brooke and Jason's video about getting Moody and Mildred together. Well, we haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched the video. I have seen Moody in the pasture.
Well, I was gonna say you probably saw him before everybody else.
I drive by there twice a day, but I did see Moody in his pasture, but I haven't seen the video yet.
Yeah.
And I saw that they had posted the video today. He actually said, it was on his live. He said, y'all really want to watch the video tomorrow.
Oh. Well, we've harvested, I don't know the poundage, but we did do.
She was guessing in the 150 to 160 range.
Oh, yeah, that's significantly lower than last harvest. It was 360 pounds last harvest.
Last year, but we only did one harvest, so we'll have to add these two together. There was plenty of honey in there. They just hadn't capped it with wax
Yes,
yet.
there is lots of honey in our hives. There's a lot of moisture in it too. So when you have a lot of moisture, the bees can't cap it because they have to fan it to dry out the honey before they cap it with wax. And there's so much that they're not able to get all that moisture out. So they won't cap it until they.
I hope to God that's not what people are saying.
Oh, I just thumbs us.
No, I mean that grainy look that we're seeing on the computer.
Wi-Fi.
I hope so.
I think that's us watching us on our Wi-Fi is what it looks.
I hope so because what I'm seeing on the laptop is really grainy and crappy. So I hope it looks like it does what I'm watching.
She said it is grainy.
It's the phone internet messing up again.
Yes, it's grainy.
So throw the Wi-Fi on.
Why?
Because you don't have a choice, baby.
I meant. Maybe that'll help.
Well, it cleared it up, look like. You is a little fuzzy.
Well, that looks better now.
Yeah.
You never know. You just never know.
No, Jackie, we have AT&T and it is horrible.
It's horrible.
She said you have
We have better signal at the farm where there's no signal. It's like, y'all, last week or Wednesday, no, today's Wednesday. Sunday, we were connected to Wi-Fi and we had to cut off Wi-Fi because it was terrible. Now Wi-Fi is better than our signal.
I know, but that is our cell internet.
Yeah.
So we have to be prepared to do anything. You just have to be prepared to swap back and forth because our internet can be crappy on the Wi-Fi or our phone signal, either one.
Lori said we don't go live at the.
Y'all don't live at the farm.
Oh no.
No.
She
Lori, we're still 7 miles from our farm.
We drive back and forth multiple times a day. Yeah.
It's kind of between our house and work, so I just stop on the way home.
Yep, it was raw land, and we had almost do you remember us walking through there picking blackberries that first year, and it was just acres? And acres?
Everywhere, like the whole thing.
Yeah,
like where all the animals are and everything.
We have over the last 4 years, it's been about 4 years. We've been slowly rotating animals over it, and we run chickens over it, and we're not as much briar now as we are grass. We can actually like cut it.
Oh yeah.
Now. And
there were little trees. Yeah. Maybe that's who 3B was talking to. Maybe they were trying to get Lori's lifetime.
She knows ours.
Well, they're always on here. So.
Right.
See, Lori's usually Monday 6 to 6:30. Sometimes maybe not, and she wants to give me an essay for being late. What? Set a time.
Why does it have closed caption running on the screen? It covers your face. I'm not sure. That might be a setting on your TV.
We don't have that turned on.
There is a way to turn it on YouTube itself.
Yeah. There is a way.
She's on Facebook, so I don't know.
Well, there's probably a way to turn it on Facebook too, but we don't have it on.
Yeah. Millie, Matt, you need practice writing, Nick.
I'm just glad Lori's convinced I can.
She gave us an essay bill to Nick.
Yeah, I get late fee bills from Kevin, and then I get an essay assignment from Lori.
How many acres is the farm?
Just over 40.
Yep. And
it's like less than 41.
About half of it's wooded. Right?
Yeah, I was seeing Catherine saying she was just getting in from the barn. It says Nick and Zoe in front of Nick's face as a pop-up. Oh, that's just saying who we are.
And we always have that. I think we're just farther away now today.
It's bad if I quit moving.
Well, we are farther away, actually. We're usually closer to the wall.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
These kids want to talk to us the whole life.
So everybody's cold.
Well, we're waving.
Everybody's cold. We just got home from Nance's fall swimming party, and so we had to be there.
I'll tell you about that on the video Saturday afternoon. By the way.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not blowing anything. I mentioned that in the video that's where y'all were.
Yeah.
It's not like you're giving something away.
So we leave for state tomorrow. We have our first state game tomorrow. So they had a pool party tonight just so that they can, relax and hang out together. And So the kids all went swimming for a little bit. So they're all cold now. They've gotten in the cold house. So
Judy says,
showers.
has anyone heard from our Brown family lately?
I heard from Natalie last week.
Well, I saw a video posted, and I didn't even see it till today, and it's like a week old.
Oh.
But I saw that they had posted a video. I haven't watched it yet, but I did see that they have one. Something happened. I don't know what. But I was like, well, I need to watch that tonight because I don't know what happened. But I was thinking about that. I was like, I haven't heard from Nico in a couple of weeks.
I had a Pharaoh update a few days, end of last week, days ago. I may try to go live for some of the game just because everybody's been keeping up with it and we've talked about it so much. Even if they lose, they have to play 2 games. They have to play Thursday and Friday and 1 game Saturday. Have to. So how they play then determines how long of a ball day we have Saturday.
Cass said the video was about 10 days ago.
You need to call him then. We've been so busy.
I saw that there was a video and I was like, why didn't I see this when it was posted? And I remember thinking that was over a week ago, but I don't remember exactly how many days it said. But I haven't heard from him.
Sue said they're doing good.
Well, I still need to check on him.
She might be talking about Chance.
Until this time of year, we would talk at least once a week.
Kayla, I hope Bren does good too. I hope everybody wins.
Lori said, where's Grounds?
He might be working.
Who knows?
You think he's
Can't
working?
keep up with that dude. Y'all, during Kevin and Kimberly's live last night, I pulled the biggest Zoe. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's going to be hot, Kayla. We start at 12 tomorrow.
Ugh.
We luckily play at 7 p.m. and then 9 a.m. So we got later in the evening, first thing in the morning.
Paula said her notifications have been messed up a while. So last night, we got home from Chance's practice late. Everybody's running around trying to get baths and eat and all this stuff. And I finally sit back in the chair and I pull up YouTube and they're on live. I was like,
You forgot.
So I logged. Well, there used to be Thursdays, and I forgot they had changed to Tuesdays because of his work schedule. So I pull it up. Naturally, I'm late, and I'm getting all the stuff for being late. And Cassie's on there. No, Judy, we interrupt each other enough. You interrupt all you want. It don't matter. If we can't stop, we'll come back to your question. It's okay. That's not interrupting anything. But Cassie was on there, and she says, well, it's after 8:30. Zoe must be asleep. And I looked, and I said, Zoe is in a coma.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, I finally told you, hey, let's go lay down.
You were in a coma.
Well, not at that time.
Oh.
So we go lay down, and I'm going to just lay there in the bed and finish watching it the same way I do with Eddie's live. Y'all, I don't know what time it was, but they wasn't off yet. And I wake up, and not only are they off, but Brandon has come on, and now he's off. And I'm still holding the phone. And I was like, what a Zoe thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, she was wrong. Take note, people. It was 8 days ago that Nico posted. Yeah, we'll have to check in.
I was thinking it was like a week, but I don't remember. Wildfires in New Mexico, so smoky and overcast here. I saw that Ruidoso or whatever it is, they were evacuating that entire town. I saw it on the news yesterday.
Yeah. 3B said we watch live streams more than we watch TV nowadays. The only thing we watch, I don't even.
If it's not live streams, it's videos.
Well, the only reason we still have TV, regular TV, is for football.
And Red.
He watches YouTube.
True, he does.
Football, Dr. Phil, and the news.
I'm not paying that TV bill to keep Dr. Phil, I assure you. That has nothing to do with me.
I only watch it periodically now. I used to love it all the time, but now I would be okay if we could figure out how to get Alabama football not through that $80 TV bill.
Yeah. Well, there are some other games
I bet
watch.
we could get it.
Hey, Anna.
Oh,
What?
what you drinking there?
Coke Zero. Coke Zero.
Dr. Phil is still on TV every morning and every afternoon.
Zoe watches him in the morning while she's putting on her makeup, and I can't stand it.
I watch the news till the weather comes on, and then I change it to Dr. Phil. And I watch it till it's time to go. But, I mean, I get
Lori
up at
said
6.
Kevin needs an essay. Kevin, they had already asked me where you were, and I said, there's no telling where he is. And then I told a Zoe story about your live last night. The Dr. Phil Trump interview. I did not, because I don't watch Dr. Phil.
Well, I will say, without going political, that Dr. Phil, his political views are completely different than ours. I just like seeing the crazy stories that he talks about.
Well, his political views aren't completely different because he ticked off everybody on The View.
Oh. I do like it. Let's not talk about it.
No essay for him. I've been up since yesterday morning at 7:30. You need to go to sleep.
Oh, Carol got rid of cable. It was $150. Good goodness. I'll need to watch it then, because I've always thought that his views were a lot different than ours, so I tried not to listen to that part.
She said it was a very interesting interview.
Yeah.
I just don't watch Dr. Phil.
I like the stories. Sometimes I'm like, how do people come up, like, how did these people live like this and not see it? That and the cooking channel. I like Food Network, all them baking shows.
Well, anytime you have the TV on when I'm in there, it's on Golden Girls.
I love Golden Girls and Andy Griffith. That's my most favorite. I love watching them in the evenings at night when we're getting ready for bed.
Regina has an antenna with 60 channels. I would probably do that if I could pick up Alabama football.
Christy said he's annoying and she can't look away from his mustache.
Mr. Jim said, let's talk about hogs.
Okay. And Catherine don't watch much. Yeah. Oh, Catherine.
Catherine works.
Are you saying I don't work?
I got called in.
Are you saying you want me to be like
called in to work at midnight last night and didn't get off till 1:30 today, so didn't want to sleep and be awake tonight. So I've just pushed through it. That does not sound like a lot of fun.
Echo said I can watch the weird stuff on YouTube. I don't need Dr. Phil.
Yes, exactly. What were you talking about?
I was going to tell Catherine that I ate 2 peaches today because they're so good. I haven't done anything with them. I'm going to freeze them, and then when we get back after ball this weekend, I'm going to start working on them. I don't want to leave them out and them go bad. But I ate 2 peaches today, and they are so good. Have you had one? You need to try one.
Zoe, I picked them up at Catherine's, came home, put them on the table, left and went to a meeting at church, went from there to the ballpark and back home at 9 o'clock last night, and then got up to go to work this morning. When exactly was I going to eat a peach?
I ate one on the way to work.
You don't go to work when I do.
You can still eat one while you drive. You have longer time to eat one.
I do have a longer drive.
Hi, LG. Mom has a payday and she lives across the street. She got to go get that candy bar.
What?
Oh, he said, I'll send you a text later with what was going on. It all started 12 years ago in Alabama. Imagine that.
Oh, please do. That sounds interesting. I need to know all about that.
Catherine hooked us up on a box of peaches, and those things are delicious.
Yeah, they look like
I'll
they
have
would
to
be.
post a picture because the picture even makes them look even delicious.
They look.
I would have eaten one like an apple in the car with all the juice running down my arms. I probably have
Zoe,
juice drops on my shirt.
Would you please repeat what you said?
What did I say?
About something about them being delicious, and then what?
The picture makes them look more deliciouser.
Yeah, I just wanted you to repeat that Zoeism for them. They got a Zoeism live again. The picture made them look deliciouser.
Yeah.
I just made sure that they got their Zoeism for tonight.
They understood what I said.
Well, most of them have started to speak Zoe.
I love it.
So the only no, I wasn't even looking at you. So the live, the video for this week, you talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But
so Farmer Rhett got to help for the first time. So this is our third honey harvest, right?
I was going to ask if you would tell them about.
This is our
Rhett.
third honey harvest. The first time Chance helped us. The second time we did it at the barn, but we also realized that the barn is way too hot.
It was way hot,
sticky and muggy in there, and so we decided to load it all up. We took it back to Miss Tanya's cabin. Isn't that cabin the cutest? And so
I pulled up the shorts.
Okay.
See if there was anything you want to talk about there.
Okay. And so
that's what I was doing.
Farmer Rhett don't want anything to do with the bees, and I explained to him that the bees, there might be 1 or 2 bees on the combs, on the frames, because there's always a couple bees that hang on to the frames.
Oh gosh. Regina said, "How do I get your honey?" So oh, I forgot Mr. Jim asked about Hoss.
Oh, that's right. And so he decided he wanted to go help harvest. And I knew right then, I was like, this is going to be a little wild. So I had to explain to him over and over, don't touch the furniture. So he kept his hands, he'd fold his hands or lay his hands on the lap, and then he starts touching the furniture.
Christy noticed that too.
Miss,
when I was editing that, I'm like,
Miss Tanya got
him. He put that right on the couch.
Miss Tanya got him a wet washcloth so he could keep his hands clean. And he just got tired of it, so he just laid down. He laid down on the couch and put her blanket, and he was content. So I had to do it.
So Miss Regina, I just put the email up for you to contact Tanya. She is the one that ships the honey, but yes, she will ship to Norman, Oklahoma. And Zoe said that she will only ship the plastic 1 pound. Is it 1 pound or 2 pounds?
1 pound plastic squeeze bottles. They're $16 a piece.
$16 for the 1 pound.
Yeah.
And you know, I used to be one of those that thought, why does the local honey cost so dang much? Well, what's having to get it?
That's right.
And then you understand. I'm like, the process that goes through, holy cow.
What was so neat is I even was able to get some footage of the bees taking the pollen in. So Rhett asked all the questions that everybody else would ask during the process. You want the pollen. That's when people filter out the pollen, they're not doing you any good. That's what you need.
If the pollen is filtered out, you've lost the effects of the honey.
All you're doing is paying for ineffective honey. And
well, if you want it to help with allergies.
Right. So, and Mike, bring me those 2 jars. So I got one of my own. That actually I got several, but I got one of my own. I want a cone. I told her every time we harvest, I want a piece of cone in it because I like to compare. So this is our honey from last harvest.
Yeah.
This is our honey from the not this past harvest, not Monday harvest.
Right.
This was our last fall, last end of summer harvest.
We only did 1 harvest last year. Okay. Because we left it for the bees because it was so dry.
Yeah. Okay. So this, the first harvest we did was her bees at her farm, at her cabin.
That was the very first harvest. That's the harvest we got from our farm. That was 360 pounds.
Right. So that was last year's harvest. This is
Why is
this
it so dark?
because of what the bees were eating.
Oh.
This is this year's harvest.
See our little logo on it?
So look.
But both of those came from our farm.
2 different years, 2 different colors.
That is almost clear.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
She lets it sit.
I need to try that.
Before she bottles it.
It looks good.
And it gets its color once it sits and settles.
That looks really good.
So, yeah, darker because of what they were eating.
That's the comb is darker, but the honey is almost clear.
Yeah. But it's because of what they eat.
That looks good.
It's because of what they eat that causes.
The comb is darker, but the honey was really clear.
Well, the comb is darker because the comb was an older comb.
Yeah.
The newer the comb is, the lighter it is in color. If you saw the last few that they scraped down, they were almost white. It was because those were new combs that the bees had built.
Right.
It was some of the newest combs. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool to see the difference. And when we harvest again, it'll probably be different then, too.
I was trying to catch up on. Yeah, Kevin said because beekeeping is a money pit.
It can
It's a lot of equipment, but it's a lot of hard work.
It is. Miss Tanya, because we've had so much going on, I took a step back from doing all the upkeep and stuff. So I've just kind of helped Tanya when she needed the help. She would say, hey, I'm going to do this and that. Do you want to help? And if we could, we could. If we couldn't, we couldn't. And so what?
Kevin said, I like the look of the last harvest better. I did. The honey's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a darker comb, but Catherine said if we don't have to stop showing honey, she's going to have to go make biscuits. 3B wanted to know about whipped honey.
Yeah.
Zoe made a whipped honey icing on top of cinnamon rolls. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Now, so it'll throw you off if you're expecting the cream cheese icing.
It will throw you off if you're expecting a really thick consistency.
Like cream cheese icing. The heavy frosting.
Yeah.
If that's what you're expecting, when you bite into the whipped honey, it's a shock.
Yeah. But you can add in, after you whip it, you can add in heavy whipping cream to give you the thickness too. Because if you whip it cold and the honey's whipped, it's all going to froth up.
But yeah, the whipped honey was good. It was real good.
She said peaches and honey on biscuits sounds good. That does sound good. We can't have biscuits though.
Mm-mm. Or those cinnamon rolls anymore.
I hate you. Not really. Somebody's going to get me. It'll be good though.
I saw. So does it have wax?
So the honeycomb itself is wax. That the bees built. They build that comb out, and then all the little bitty holes in it. After they dry the honey, they cover it with the wax. So what we did is we went through with a fork and we scraped open the caps, wax caps.
Yeah, you don't scrape it off. You just break it open.
You're breaking it open, and then you put it in the machine and it spins it, and it all drips down. Like she had said too, some beekeepers, if you can shake it, even if it's not covered, you can shake it, and if it don't come out, then you can go ahead and harvest it. She said, but we don't need it that bad to just to let the bees finish their process.
So I made sure to put that definition of capping in the video so people would understand that those hives had honey.
Oh yeah, we had lots of honey.
But the bees had not dried it enough for them to cap it. So the fact that the bees take all that moisture out of the honey is what makes it have such a long shelf life.
Yes.
The shelf life of honey is basically indefinite
Mhm.
because it doesn't have any
Oh, yeah.
moisture in it.
Right. Right. You ever tried dipping fried chicken in honey? Yes.
One of the places
Popeyes.
gives you honey with
Popeyes.
it. Is that where it is?
Yep.
I couldn't remember.
We have a KitchenAid mixer and let it mix for about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Now
It has to go for a long
the
time.
ones you did on the cinnamon rolls was just honey by itself. Because you were talking about adding the powdered sugar and that stuff, but the icing for the cinnamon rolls you did just honey.
Yeah. How long will the honey last if it's not capped? I don't know.
I don't know because it's going to have some moisture in it, so there's no way for us to know that. I don't know.
Yeah, because we don't harvest uncapped honey.
But if it's not capped, you know the bees aren't through with it. We had a video of that one time where she showed the bees are just sitting on the honeycomb and just got those wings going just as fast as they can, and she said they're drying the honey out. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Because all these little bees were on top of it and they're just buzzing away, but they're not moving. And she said they were drying the honey.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's pretty neat.
I
It
thought
really
it was
is. Once you
but I don't do bees.
Once you get in the suit and you're down in there,
Not getting in the suit.
The buzzing can get in your psyche if you let it. And I told you a few times I'm having anxiety because it's been a little while since I've been around the bees. And I was like, I'm having anxiety, but I did it anyway. And just the noise.
Zoe, I felt stuff crawling on me from editing the video.
Yeah.
Because the bees kept popping the phone.
I did.
And the camera. And they were running into it and buzzing and all, and I was like itching. I could feel stuff because I didn't work the bees.
No.
I don't do bees. I don't want to have anything to do with bees. I don't do it. But I got stung more times than anybody out there.
You're the only one that got stung. Well, Tanya got stung on the ankle.
I got stung 4 times that day.
Me and Mac both got a bee in our hair.
But I didn't have a suit on.
But it wouldn't have been at that time. It was after the fact. But they were already stored up now.
What?
Your mom's talking about the ones that save more don't have the wax. A lot of them don't.
You don't
I just
have to put
requested that just for my own.
When she ships honey, it's not going to have the comb in it.
Because she tries not to steal the comb from the bees because they'll have to rebuild that.
The more comb you take away from the bees, the more they have to rebuild it.
Yeah.
That's why what Zoe's got in there is darker because that has been built a while.
Yeah.
If they just built it, that's what she was talking about. It's kind of white looking or clear. That's new wax, but they try to leave as much as they can. So all they have to do is go back and refill it with honey. They don't have to make wax first and then do it.
Right. Yeah. She said her dad had bees. She always got stung. She couldn't do anything around them. But
y'all, I wasn't even going that close to the bees. I went kind of up on that hill and cut a Bradford pear tree down and went back up there to get it. And that's when I got the bad one on my arm. Yeah. It's still itching, which doesn't make any sense to me because I've never had any kind of reaction. I got 2 on the head and 2 on the arm. But I don't have a suit.
Right. Tawana said hello. Catherine's been going out without a suit. She is so brave. I want to be Catherine when I grow up.
Usually I can get pretty close, but Zoe and Tanya had them so mad that day, I was 100 yards away and got stung.
He said it depends on the day if they're going to be moody or not. We had one that was a little more agitated. It was the biggest one. So we had to go deeper and deeper. So that really stirred them up.
Yeah, they
Plus,
were really mad.
the spray that she uses, she says smells like furniture polish. What she does is she sprays the board and then she lays it on the top, and they don't like that smell. So what it does is it suppresses the bees down into the bottom of the hive.
She said it would have been more effective if the sun had been
out, because the sun heats up the scent and makes it stronger, which pushes them down in the hive. So they wouldn't have been as anxious while we were digging in there, and it didn't really work. So they were all stirred up.
Kevin's got a jacket, and the girls have full suits.
Yeah.
Well, Zoe and Mackenzie have full suits, and Nick has nothing because Nick don't do bees.
Every time Tanya says, I'll bring you both suit, and you say, I ain't doing it.
You can bring it, but we're gonna leave it in the truck because Nick's not putting it on because I don't do bees. She lost me when she said when you're working bees you have to not slap at them. I've been slapping at bees my whole life.
I told you that too. We were riding and it kept hitting you, and I said, "Stop swinging at it; it'll go away."
No, it would not. It followed me. I had one last year that got inside my sunglasses.
I know.
It was on the lens on the inside.
Suit, maybe you'd do bees.
That's why I don't want a suit because I don't want to do bees. The bees were Zoe's idea, and now Tanya's doing them for the most part. Zoe's still got some hives to be built, and there's 2 or 3 of those that are yours.
Yeah. We kind of just combined them all, moved them all around.
Well, we backed off on it because she had to bring a good many of Cog Hills over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said from the start I wasn't fooling with bees.
But Tanya's been doing it for 10 years, I think she said. So it's like, but she also said her dad kept bees, so she's been around it her whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no.
She said, I wanted to do bees, but I have allergic reaction to bees and wasps. So I told her real quick, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Christina's just natural. If there's a bee running around in my face, I'm swatting at it. Yeah, you can get the honey with wax occasionally, but most of it's not going to.
Millie, stop. Everybody wants to be petted because they haven't seen me all day. Diana's been listening on her drive, or Diane's been listening on her drive home.
Catherine's been meaning to text you all day. She just keeps forgetting. So you have to remind her after the live. You didn't. I pulled up these shorts for you.
I've been talking a lot.
I didn't know if there was something you wanted to talk about.
So we can talk about them goats. Everybody's guess.
Oh.
Everybody's guess is Jersey. Isn't that right?
Jersey would be a good guess.
Yeah, Jersey is
There were several Jane.
Yeah. Everybody is very heavy. And you know, it's probably going to be like Saturday while we're gone.
Yeah, they'll all hit the ground at one time.
That's what happens. But it's fun. It's fun to guess. And I guess once they pop, or that one pops, we'll see who's next. We'll do a guess on that one. Because they're all about the same.
Nick don't do bees, but bees do Nick. Apparently. Because if I get with anywhere over there, here they come.
Who do we think will kid first? Jersey or Jane? They both have.
I'm not sure.
But somebody had said that whose tail was down. And I didn't know that was an indication. And there was 2 that had tails down. And I don't remember which 2. But if that's an indication, then that would tell us. But I don't know how soon that would mean, you know. But everybody's got big old milk bags.
Kevin said he'll sell honey eventually.
Yeah. Tanya's got it. She has she knows how much 1 pound is going to ship for the most part.
Tanya brought established hives to start with.
Yeah.
And then we got more when Cog Hill swapped to the other bee company.
Mr. Jim is getting
Bless his heart.
with
I
you.
read that he wanted to hear about Hoss, and I even reminded you of it a while ago. And then we got off of it again. Hoss.
He has become an escape artist.
Hoss has found a spot, and I figured out what it was today. I stopped and looked at it. It's where y'all would dump the trough when the geese were over there.
And
it washed out under the fence because as soon as you dump a trough, geese start digging in it.
Yeah.
They start digging in the mud immediately when you dump that trough out. So it had washed it a little bit, and where those geese had been digging right there, he can slip on the fence. So I've got to fix that.
So he's just big enough.
He gets on his belly and wiggles and wiggles until he gets under it.
So he's just big enough that he can't get through the gate and the post, but he's small enough that he can wiggle under the fence.
And he eats a lot. So I didn't figure he would still be able to squeeze under that fence, but he did manage.
But he's good. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He comes out, uses the bathroom, hangs out with Holly, and then he goes right back in.
Yeah.
He was in there when I left. Like Hoss.
He was not in there when I left.
Oh, well. But he sleeps in there. He sleeps right there by that hut. Yeah. He likes to lay by that hut.
He won't go in the hut. He sleeps beside it.
Right at the front door. So he's good. All is good in Hoss world.
But I did see where Mr. Jim asked about that. And then I actually mentioned that he had asked a second time. And then we forgot again.
She just brushed Sophie, and there's 2 dogs worth of hair laying on the ground. Sounds like brushing Jack.
I don't think we're ever going to get all that Jack hair up.
I was hoping it would just...
The first place you brushed him was up there by the cows.
Yeah.
There's still hair there.
I know.
And then you finished brushing him over there at the barn, and he was getting his feet clipped, and it's everywhere.
I just thought it was going to kind of tumbleweed into a pile somewhere.
Jacob was asking Kimberly how her first day back was, but said you'll have to ask tomorrow. So
she goes back tomorrow.
That first day back's tomorrow, I guess. He told me last night that I had missed something exciting, so I've got to go back and watch the replay since I pulled a Zoe.
I can't help it.
Kevin, you weren't on here yet when I was telling them I pulled a Zoe on your live last night. I was laying there in the bed going to finish watching it since it was so late when we got home. I had the phone in my hand, and when I woke up, Brandon's live was over.
Yeah.
I was like, golly, I don't know how much I missed. I did answer Jim.
Your mama's
I'm going to block Grammy.
Is Farmer Rhett enjoying his summer vacation? Yes. I need to let him come see them since he ain't been in the videos. Well, he was honey harvesting, but that ain't the same.
He was honey harvesting.
He's asleep.
But he's either...
Will you look? He probably is asleep because he's...
But the last time we saw him, he wasn't wearing any clothes. Like nothing. Here he come running in here, and he was holding his towel open like a cape.
He's asleep.
He's asleep.
He got to go swimming today, so he's asleep. And this is probably a good thing.
Right after we got on live, he come in here and wanted something of mine, but he was holding his towel out like a cape, and the boy wasn't wearing nothing.
Welcome to Boy World.
Which is the way he would rather spend his life if he had his choice.
Yep. Millie, sit. Sit. Right there. Sit.
3B said boys will be boys. That's Farmer Rhett.
Sit.
Did I miss anything? If you'll go ahead and cut that cough loose,
I can't.
You'll
it won't
get
come
some
anymore. I'm not doing that.
You know my granny used to cough like that.
I'm not holding it back. That's just how I cough.
She tried to hold it back, and that's the way she coughed.
I've been coughing like that for 2 days. I coughed really hard in the car on the way home. Mackenzie thought I was going to die. She said I got one of those here too, 70-something years old.
Does Tom use his towel as a cape?
That's going to be Nick too.
I'm not using my towel as a cape.
There ain't no way Tom's 70. There ain't no way Tom's 70. Maybe it's
Kevin said make laundry days easier. Not really, because Rhett changes clothes like 4 times a day.
And then decides to be naked all evening.
He throws it all in the floor. On my side of the bed. It's always in the floor.
Try honey with lemon. I'm going to try something. She said, yep.
All right. So Zoe's kind of getting coffee. So coffee. That's not a word. Hey, you make me say it. Zoe's getting coffee. Apparently, Kevin, that is where laundry's supposed to go.
I have to leave Mackenzie a message every morning where to collect all the laundry because it's just randomly put everywhere.
Mr. Jim said her old folks call skinny dipping going jaybirding.
Oh, that's.
I've heard naked as a jaybird, but I've never heard skinny dipping called jaybird. I'm too old for that garbage now, so I don't even use that term.
I tried a hot toddy once, and that was gross. I couldn't never drink it.
Zoe doesn't drink anything hot. She doesn't even drink.
Oh, I have
coffee.
the tincture.
We have it on the nightstand, Catherine. She just is not going to take it. She'll have a headache and won't take anything. Zoe, did you take anything? No.
I don't like medicine.
Did you take? No.
Oh, well. Hey, Rachel.
Well, you may have to take that because we've got it, and we got it from Catherine. So you know it works.
Yeah.
Because I took it, and it worked.
Yeah. All right.
But we need to wrap up before you get to coughing too much.
Yeah. All right,
I think
guys.
the more you talk, the more you kind of get stirred up.
She said it's chunky dunking these days. Ain't nothing skinny anymore.
At my age, there's nothing. I barely get naked to get in the shower.
All right, guys. We'll see. I'm going to try and go live from the game, one game or the other, Thursday or Friday, and then we'll see about Saturday. Maybe all, maybe none. We'll see how it works out.
Whichever one is going good.
We'll wait and see how they kick off the game, I guess. All right. We'll see y'all Sunday. Video Saturday.
You got it.
Bye.
Bye, guys.